Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine a life just woven with threads of extraordinary challenge, but also unwavering perseverance and this deep spiritual quest.
Hmm.
Today, we're diving into a really remarkable personal narrative, a case study, you know. It reveals the intricate dance between life's trials and, well, the profound insights of karma.
Quite a journey.
Yeah. Our deep dive today is designed for you, our curious listener, to maybe offer a shortcut to understanding how past actions, at least according to certain spiritual traditions, can echo through lifetimes.
Right, shaping everything.
Exactly. Everything from family dynamics to our health. We'll be exploring the journey of one individual. Let's just call them the child.
Oh, okay.
Their life story is just a testament to resilience and the power of spiritual dedication. We're pulling insights from some fascinating source material.
Yes, it blends personal history with these very detailed karmic explanations.
It really does. From a difficult birth to a life of service, this story is packed with aha moments that will, I think, challenge your perspectives.
It might make you reconsider the forces at play in your own life, perhaps.
Yeah. So what does this all mean for us? Let's find out.
Let's dive in.
Our story begins with the child's mother, a woman facing, well, extreme poverty. What truly stands out here is her meeting a man, a police officer from Sisaket province,
Okay.
and falling deeply in love. But just 3 months into her pregnancy, she made a devastating discovery.
Ah, the catch. He was already married, wasn't he, with children?
Exactly. Already married with children.
Wow. That revelation must have had an immediate and profound impact. Heartbroken completely.
Totally. And she was advised by her own mother, the grandmother in our story, to abort the child.
And the grandmother was a traditional midwife, right? So she even physically tried to induce it.
Yeah, physically pressed on the mother's stomach, attempting to, break apart a blood clot they located.
Oh, goodness. But the mother stopped it.
She did, in agony, feeling immense pity for the life she carried. She just stopped the procedure, couldn't go through with it.
A pivotal moment right there.
And that wasn't the end of the difficult start. The child's birth itself was incredibly arduous. We're talking 4 days and 4 nights.
4 days. Wow. And the midwife, the grandmother, she came back.
She did, perhaps seeking ahosekama,
Yeah.
that Buddhist term for a kind of forgiveness or ending bad karma.
Right. Seeking resolution.
But the child, seemingly sulking or just refusing to be born easily, delayed the whole process.
Oh, it took a hospital nurse in the end.
It did. A hospital nurse finally delivered the baby.
And as the child was born, something unusual happened, didn't it? Something that sparked local stories.
That's right. White-clad figures were reportedly seen outside the house just before delivery.
Intriguing.
And then the baby was born with the umbilical cord wrapped around its body like a sash.
Ah, and that's what led the villagers to think the child was special, like a spirit medium.
Yeah, a person of merit and embodiment destined for that role. But the family kept it secret.
Understandable. To protect the child from being pushed into that life.
Exactly. Growing up, life remained incredibly tough. The child lived in a half-thatched, half-rusty, tin-roofed house, leaky ceilings, in a village near the Cambodian border, an area known as the Pink Land.
Right, a term for that historically conflict-ridden zone. Very dangerous. Insurgents, bombings.
Yeah, they endured bombings, had to run to bunkers, witnessed violence and destruction firsthand. It's hard to imagine.
And this period of extreme hardship meant the child took on huge responsibilities very young.
From age 9, fetching water from a distant well, sometimes a kilometer away.
Carrying heavy buckets that literally made them lean. And looking after their younger sister and elderly grandmother, too.
Especially after the mother's second marriage also ended in heartbreak. Another unfaithful husband.
Just one thing after another.
The financial struggles were so severe, sometimes they'd run low on rice and just make rice porridge to stretch the meal.
Wow.
And the commute to school, 22 kilometers on rough, dusty roads, every day, arriving covered in red dust.
Unbelievable conditions.
Yeah.
Yet they still managed to get into Konkan University.
They did. But getting in didn't solve the money problems.
No money for tuition, accommodation, food, even a uniform. So relying on scholarships and juggling lots of part-time jobs.
Constantly. Selling things, distributing flyers, translating, even, get this, charging other students 3 baht a minute to use their mobile phone just to earn a percentage.
Whatever it took.
Yeah.
A real struggle just to stay afloat.
It really was, but it was during university that the child discovered the Buddhist club.
Ah, turning point.
Found solace, joy in chanting, preferred it to the odd jobs, actually. By 1994, the child joined Watfra Dhammakaya, became deeply involved.
Taking on many roles within the temple activities.
Yes, and what's quite interesting here is the timing. You mentioned the struggle for scholarships before.
Right, they were so elusive. But suddenly, during this period of intense spiritual engagement, they started coming in.
Exactly. The source material suggests a direct link, a correlation between the dedication and the support.
That's fascinating. And an understanding professor even offered financial help and encouraged focusing just on the Buddhist club work.
Yeah, recognize their passion, their commitment.
But life wasn't done throwing curveballs, was it? The 1997 IMF crisis hit.
Right. The mother lost her job, so the child had to take out loans.
Loans to help her start a noodle business, repair the home, support the sister's education.
Yeah, but the mother still struggled. Couldn't manage the money effectively, apparently.
So despite all that pressure, the mother, expecting the child to be the main earner,
The child made this pivotal decision in 1998, right after graduation.
chose to dedicate their life to working at Wat Phra Dhammakaya full-time.
Immediately, a decision the mother initially just couldn't comprehend.
Saw it as a lack of filial piety, perhaps, given the family's situation.
Exactly. But the commitment to the temple brought its own challenges. The mother, still struggling, moved closer to the temple.
Started doing traditional massage for income.
Right. But then came her diagnosis, a uterine tumor. Required major surgery.
Oh, wow. And for the child, the work pressure was immense too, wasn't it?
Intense. Managing registrations for millions of students. Working until 2 a.m., waking at 4:30 a.m. for 8 months straight.
8 months. That level of stress,
Right.
it led to a severe stomach condition.
Couldn't eat for a month, vomiting constantly. Doctors couldn't fix it.
But what's truly remarkable, according to the source, is that it was cured through quiet meditation.
Just highlights that mind-body connection, doesn't it? When nothing else worked.
Absolutely.
Later, the child faced another health issue, an ovarian cyst. Recently needed surgery for that, too.
Yet through all this, the child felt they made the right choice.
Believed so, yes. Because their dedication eventually led the mother and sister to understand, to embrace the triple gem.
The Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, the core principles.
Right. And the sister even excelled, got second-class honors in law. The family's circumstances really started improving.
A real shift.
So having heard this incredible journey, it's natural to wonder why. Why all these specific difficulties, these specific blessings?
And this is where the source material gets incredibly detailed with its karmic explanations for almost everything.
Yes, and it's important we remember we're exploring these specific interpretations from the document provided.
Absolutely. We're presenting the framework laid out in the source. So shall we delve into those karmic roots, starting with the mother?
Let's. Her poverty, for instance.
Attributed to past stinginess. Apparently she was wealthy in a past life, but wasn't generous.
Okay. And her 2 unfaithful husbands and the uterine tumor.
Linked directly to her own past actions. Specifically, a past life as a man where she was quite promiscuous, a philanderer. Both the betrayal she suffered and the tumor are seen as consequences of that.
Wow. Quite direct. And the agonizing 4-day labor.
That's explained as a combination of things. Her past karma of killing pregnant animals for food,
Oh, dear.
which was currently common where she lived in a past agricultural society. And interestingly, it was also amplified by the child's own past karma.
So, interconnected karma. What about the mother's dream of long kusad before her surgery? Him saying the child's merit saved her.
The source cites that as a genuine kusal animate, an auspicious vision, a good omen, seen as confirmation of the power of the child's spiritual dedication, a real premonition.
Okay. So, turning to the child. The near abortion and the difficult birth itself. More karmic explanations.
Yes. The child's difficult birth, mirroring the mother's struggle, was linked to the child's own past life, as a man who caused women to have abortions.
Ah, so a direct reflection.
Exactly. The near abortion in this life was a direct result of that past karma of causing abortions. But it didn't succeed because in that past life, the child, as that man, had a change of heart, a moment of regret.
So that mitigated the outcome.
Precisely. And the source adds that the past wives and children from that life have now apparently rejoined the spiritual community and offered forgiveness. So there's no karmic need to seek them out now.
Okay, that's specific. What about the mysterious white-clad figures at the birth and the umbilical cord sash?
Right, the figures. Described as Brahmadevas, a type of celestial being in Buddhist cosmology. Their dwelling was supposedly near the house.
And they came out of compassion.
Drawn by compassion to pray and assist because of the mother's suffering during the long birth. As for the cord,
The villagers thought spirit medium?
yeah, that was a misconception, according to the source. They thought it looked like sashes worn by Brahmins or ascetics, but the text says it was just a natural result of the child's movements in the womb. Nothing supernatural about the cord itself.
Got it. So, the child's whole life of hardship, working so young, being born in that Pinkland war zone. What's the karmic cause there?
Primarily attributed to past lives as a soldier,
A soldier.
specifically one who enslaved people from other cities, causing unrest, displacement.
Yeah.
That negative karma created the difficult circumstances.
And supplemented by past stinginess, too, not sharing wealth.
Yes, that added to it. The
Hmm.
Pinkland environment, the conflict, was seen as a direct manifestation of that past aggression and causing suffering.
Makes you think, doesn't it? How our current situations might echo past roles we've played.
It certainly poses that question within this framework.
Okay, on the flip side, the positive things. The child's intelligence, academic success, the support from teachers, friends.
Those are presented as the fruits of past positive actions. Specifically, efforts in promoting education and past lives, accumulating wisdom,
Ah, so investing in knowledge pays off karmically.
and also being a Kalyana Mitra, a good spiritual friend, encouraging others to do good deeds, helping relatives. That merit ripened as support and opportunity in this life.
Right. Now, the child's own health issues, the stress-induced stomach problems first.
Linked again to a past life as a soldier, this time one who starved prisoners periodically as punishment.
Starved prisoners. Wow.
That karma, combined with the extreme stress and lack of rest in this life, manifested as the stomach condition,
And the ovarian cyst later on.
similar to the mother's tumor explanation, attributed again to the karmic consequence of past promiscuity when the child lived as a man.
Okay. And there was another current symptom mentioned. Overheating, inability to function without enough sleep.
Yes, described as a remnant, a residue of karma from being a soldier who burned down enemy homes,
Arson karma.
causing death and loss of property through fire. The source does say, though, that this condition can be lessened with enough rest, peace of mind, and consistent meditation.
So it's manageable with care.
That's the guidance given.
Let's talk about the grandmother now. She played a role in that attempted abortion. What about her karma? Her bowel obstruction and her fate after death?
Okay, her bowel obstruction during life was mainly attributed to two things: past karma of killing animals for food, and also a specific kind of debt karma,
Debt karma.
like a sticky debt.
Mhm.
Borrowing money and deliberately delaying repayment even when she could afford to pay it back. Her role in the abortion attempt was seen as a supplementary karma affecting her life.
But her afterlife. The source makes a distinction there.
A very clear one. Her suffering after death is attributed directly and primarily to the abortion karma.
And the source gives a really stark description of that afterlife experience. Can you elaborate?
Yes, it's quite graphic. It states she's currently in the Yama world of Mahanarak, a great hell realm, suffering specifically from that abortion karma.
How is she suffering?
Described as being trapped inside a black leather bag. Inside, she's repeatedly beaten with hot iron rods, constantly dying and being reborn right there in the bag in that state of agony.
Dying and being reborn inside the bag.
Yes, a continuous cycle, presented as a direct consequence of her actions of repeatedly trying to crush and destroy the unborn life. It says she has received some merit dedicated to her, which offers temporary relief, but she needs much more to escape.
And part of her future karma if she returns to a human life.
Is predicted to be suffering abortions herself multiple times.
That is incredibly specific and powerful imagery of karmic retribution from the source.
Right.
It really drives home the perceived gravity of that action in this tradition.
It certainly does.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. The family's past connections. How is the sister linked into this whole karmic picture?
The sister, in a past life, was apparently a fellow soldier with a child, and they shared similar promiscuous habits back then.
Ah, so a shared past life and shared karma there.
Yes. And in a more recent eon, she was a soldier under the same king who later became a monk. Then, in another life, she became a monk herself, dedicated to spreading Dharma.
So she has strong spiritual potential now.
Yes, the source says she possesses enough merit to potentially join the temple after her studies.
And the mother's connection to the community?
She's described as having been an emotional supporter across different eons, sometimes making merit with the community, sometimes not.
So sort of in and out.
Exactly. In some lives connected, in others drifted away. The guidance is she needs to cultivate full merit in this life to ensure return to Dusapuri, that specific heavenly realm.
Got it. Finally, the child's own past connection with this spiritual community and the team they work with now.
Right. And to keep past Dion, the child was a soldier under a great king. Described as tall, handsome, disciplined, charismatic, this soldier later ordained and became a monk.
The same king mentioned before.
Yes. Despite having many wives and children before ordaining, which caused some lingering karma, as not all forgave him easily, he sought their forgiveness and dedicated his monastic life to spreading the Dharma.
And the current team.
They're mostly former soldiers of that same king. Many followed him into monkhood back then. There were also some noble women who sought celibacy and supported the Sangha.
So their current work together is seen as fulfilling past vows.
Fulfilling past aspirations and vows made together, yes. And the current team leader
Yes.
was a noble woman in that past life, a crucial supporter of the community, who also desired celibacy and strongly supported the education of monks, including those now on her team.
Ah, which explains her current wisdom and commitment.
Exactly. That past dedication manifests now. Her influence is recognized internationally today.
Okay, so having explored all these intricate karmic threads, let's circle back to that critical decision. The child joining the temple immediately after graduation, despite the family's initial reaction.
A huge turning point.
What's the long-term karmic impact, according to the source, of that specific choice? Versus, say, working for a few years first to help the family.
This is a really critical point in the narrative.
Yeah.
The source presents a clear perspective. Deciding to enter the temple immediately creates a very strong fang.
A fang, like a pattern.
Yes, a powerful pattern or trajectory for future lives. It's believed to ensure they'll be reborn into families that support spiritual practice from the start.
So bypassing worldly hurdles.
Bypassing entanglements, allowing a smoother path to build merit from a young age. It aligns with a clear past aspiration the child had to dedicate life fully to the Sangha without worldly delay.
An intention from previous lives manifested.
Exactly. Now, the alternative, working first, the source says it has variable outcomes.
How so?
Well, some might gain valuable worldly experience they could later apply effectively to temple work. That could be beneficial.
True.
However, others might get caught up, succumb to worldly temptations, lose their spiritual focus, and maybe choose a householder's life instead, diverting from those deeper past aspirations.
So it's a risk.
It's presented as a potential diversion. For this child, given their specific deep past connections and vows, the immediate entry was framed as the correct path for them.
Right. And the mother. She eventually came around, understood, appreciated her child's path. Does she benefit from the child's dedication, karmically speaking?
Absolutely. According to this framework, the mother receives a share of all the merit the child accumulates through their dedicated practice and work.
All of it. So what does that mean for her?
It means she gains the triple treasures: human wealth, better circumstances in this life and future ones, divine wealth, rebirth in heavenly realms, and eventually the ultimate wealth of nirvana, liberation.
Wow. So the child's dedication helps ensure she avoids lower realms and progresses towards heaven.
That's the teaching here, yes. It really illustrates the profound intergenerational benefits believed to flow from one individual's deep spiritual commitment. It reaches far beyond just the person practicing.
This deep dive has really shown us a life where, well, within this specific karmic framework, every single struggle, every success, relationship, health issue, it's traced back to this incredibly intricate web of past actions and intentions.
It is quite remarkable in its detail.
It's a vivid reminder, isn't it, that our choices, especially maybe those driven by compassion or spiritual dedication, are believed to have consequences that ripple out far beyond just our current lifetime.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, the story of the child really underscores a key principle here. While karma can bring, immense challenges, conscious spiritual effort, acts of merit,
They can make a difference.
they can not only potentially mitigate past negative actions, but actually forge a new, brighter path for oneself and for loved ones. It highlights the power of forgiveness, dedication, and that deep interconnectedness of all beings.
Shows that even great suffering might be overcome with consistent practice and, well, deep intention.
That's the core message embedded in this narrative.
So, wrapping this up, what does this extraordinary journey mean for you, listening right now? As you reflect on this really detailed account of cause and effect, maybe consider, What unseen threads of action and consequence might be weaving the tapestry of your life? And what conscious choices, perhaps, can you make today to repattern your future? Maybe this story will inspire you to look at your own circumstances, your challenges, your blessings, with, I don't know, a renewed sense of purpose.
Or just a deeper understanding of the forces that might be shaping your destiny according to perspectives like the one we explored today.
Exactly, something to reflect on.